Oops, oops, oops.
Oh, God, like sheets. This is making me really nervous.
Why is my wig so much smaller than yours? Okay, now they're even. What do you think about when you think of 2019? Because I'll tell you something. I was walking home this afternoon and I saw a young 12-year-old girl walking down the street with her mum, box full of favourites in her hand, just holding the favourites. And that to me kind of feels like it's emblematic of 2019 in movies.
Well, at least it's not roses.
When you see so many films, I want to say hundreds of films in a year, you kind of learn to realise that, hey carrots, all of these films are 3.5 stars, and nothing really stands out, nothing special, and that's kind of okay.
Usually it's a 3.5 star year, but this year was very 2-star or 5-star, you know what I mean? And not a lot in between. Things were either awful and forgettable or like the best thing you've ever seen.
Well, I mean, we can't talk about 2019 without talking about Homecoming.
She made the best film of the year, I think, and it's not going to get nominated for any of the major awards because people are dumb, but it is long, it is intertwined with archival and 16mm film. It's information, exposition, storytelling without being lame, story feeling by also being lame.
I wonder if My Chemical Romance would be coming back if Homecoming didn't exist. I felt like Homecoming was her Black Parade moment.
I hate to be a total lamer, but my favourite part is they're singing Crazy in Love, and it's the first time it cuts from first weekend to the next weekend, and it's just drop it. Bang! It just goes to show that the best thing about cinema is not filmmaking, it's dancing and singing.
Speaking of dancing and singing be the best thing in cinema,
Rosalía in Pain and Glory.
I was going to say
Deborah
Natalie Portman in Vox Lux.
People are saying the right thing about this film. This is the film that film critics had right. Fascinating failure. I'm just going to repeat it and repeat it and repeat it. Fascinating failure, fascinating failure, fascinating failure.
What a boring take, and it just shows that you're a film critic.
Okay.
What a great movie. Not enough people went and saw this movie, and I would say the best moment from it for me was the 10 minutes at the end, non-stop, of her performance, just playing out on HD Super Bowl cameras.
For the stock footage element, for the way that it felt real, that they used weird cameras, and that it was just completely unashamedly jarring. Like, it really takes you out of the film.
Ow! I want to go to something that's a bit more real to life and talk about Deborah Mailman in Total Control dancing to Powderfinger, which is such a mum moment.
Who hasn't had a mum who's listened to My Happiness after someone's died and danced around holding a glass of wine? I mean, I will just say Total Control does feel like the first Australian TV show in forever to actually feel like a slice of life from Australia. Everything just feels like it's full of NIDA actors and STC directors making some money trying to do Nordic noir. But this had moments where Deborah Mailman is visiting her dead mum inside a pub, cracks a beer over the coffin, looks into it. I mean, that's the kind of stuff from her childhood. In a year with so many boring sequels and remakes.
So we've got to talk about Justin Shoulder performing in Chinatown. Here's a clip. Let's just show a clip.
You will do, 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 you will do.
Oh! Ow! Okay, have we spoken about Rosalía in Pain and Glory yet? She's in it for about 5 minutes, maybe even less, at the beginning of the Pedro Almodovar film.
What do you think she does as someone who hasn't seen the film?
Either running across some like high grass, like running through, rustling through maybe like a cornfield, or she's walking on some cobblestones in like an abandoned village.
God, Almodovar has changed, hasn't he?
He really has.
If you said Rosalía was in an Almodovar film 10 years ago, it would not be running through a wheat field.
It's the opening scene. It's a flashback to Antonio Banderas' childhood, and Penelope Cruz is with a few other women, including Rosalía, washing sheets and clothes in the river, and it's so beautiful. And they sing this beautiful song, and then they throw the sheets over the rushes, and one of our friends for a week afterwards was hanging his washing over his plants in his backyard.
Jen, that's the best description you've ever given to me of anything in my entire life, and You are an interpretation kind of filmmaker, so thank you for that.
Anyway, it was a beautiful moment of a film that I really liked.
2020 is kind of going to be a South Park-y of a film, I think.
Fuck, I hope so.
Let's go back to some like foul, dirty animation.
I want Scary Movie 6.
Scary Movie 6 in 2020.
For sure.
It's officially the best moment of 2020 cinema, I think.
Yeah, Scary Movie 6, Anna Faris is back, Jennifer Coolidge is in it.
Oh,
Regina
Hall.
Hall.
I can see that happening. To Little Women.
To Little Women.